Let's make this pan. First thing I'm doing is to go ahead and draw a baseline. I will measure from the waist to the hip depth line, from the waist to the crotch depth line, and from the waist to the length of the pan I am working on. The next thing I'm going to do is to take the round hip divided by 4, mark that up. I'm going to connect it up with a straight line. I'll go ahead now to mark up the crotch extension. To do so is to take 1/4 of the hip, divide it by 4. I'm going to come in by 1/2 inch, go down by 1/2 inch, connect it all the way to meet that 1/2 inch I went down, and I'm going to connect it up like this. After doing so, what I'm going to do is to go ahead now, mark 1/4 of the waist. Therefore, is the round waist divided by 4. Mark that up. I will measure up whatever I have there and mark the center line. I'm going to go down by 4 inch for a normal dart. Normally, we always do 4 inch. I'll measure up whatever I have here. I will transfer it up here at the hem. I'm going to go ahead and connect it up like this. After that, you can go ahead and reduce it up if you wish to. If you don't want yours to be too flaky. And I'm going to go ahead and connect the center line and cut that up. After cutting, what I will do is to go ahead now. I'll be doing the scratch and sprayed method. This is how you're going to do to get up the back, okay? Just the same thing, but you're going to go ahead and extend this, the crotch extension for the back by at least 1.5 inch. And I'll add 1 inch here at the hem. And I'm going to mark 1.5 inch. For a normal part, you're marking 1.5 inch, but for this, I am doing 1 inch. Normally, to extend it up at this top part that I'm connecting is 1.5 inch. Me, I'm working with the size of 38. That's a hip of 38. Okay, I will extend it up by 1.5 inch. But if you're working on a hip of above 38, do 2 inch. After that, I'm going to go ahead and just connect it up like you can see me doing right there, and I'm going to cut it up. The line is the same like the front, so I'm going to go ahead and just hold this up and cut the back up like you can see me doing right here. I'm cutting it up. Right after cutting, we will now go ahead to do the scratch and spray method. I'll first of all go ahead now to bring another paper, place this on it. I will be holding it up with my pin so it would not move. All right, scratch the center of it. Take your glue, your paper glue, glue it up with it, or your paper tape, use it to do so. I'm just going to go ahead and spray this up. Now I will place it straight. This is, I'm just going down by 1 inch for the waistband. All right, this is what I'm going to do. Now I'll extend it up right here all the way down. You can measure 1 inch from the top, all right, but I'll just extend it up by at least 1 inch. Connect these points up. Now what you're going to do is you have to extend your hemming allowance. After doing so, we're going to go ahead and just connect those points that we have done together. And after connecting, we are going to go ahead and cut this up. You can see the way I'm doing, right? Blend it up. If you see that there's anything looking funny, cut that up. After cutting, what I'm going to do when I'm done cutting, I will cut my waistband, then I'll draw a center line, and we are done with this pants. We're simply going to do the same thing to the back. So I hope you find this helpful. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up.